Welcome everyone to week 4 of the AEL High School League, a tournament open to all high school students across Australia to play, compete and have fun. I am JR Tins and I'll be taking you through today's matches, and we have got some really good ones in store for us today as we're getting down to the final week. Top 4 teams, I believe, will be making their way through to the finals next week. And first up, we actually have a team that is on the urge of that. They're sitting 4th right now, so they definitely need to secure those wins to make sure that they will go through to the next stage. Sorry, I'm correct. Top 4 teams will be making through, so we've got a good one first up to see if they will be almost securing their way into the final. And then after that, we have got the 2 undefeated teams from the same school that will be going up against each other. So definitely got some good games on today, and we got one ready to go. Everyone is in the lobby, but I do want to give a quick word to our sponsors that help make this whole thing possible. And of course, ViewSonic, that are actually sponsoring the prize for this tournament. The winning school will take home a 75-inch interactive display as a prize to upgrade the champion school each term. An amazing prize for these students to complete and really increase their fun and enjoyment in learning in the process. AEL is also sponsored by Chatime Australia, the bubble tea partner. Head in stores and pick up their huge variety of selections with amazing flavors and creative drinks. And when you're grabbing a really nice drink, you got to pair it with some really nice food as well. Indomie instant ready noodles are just the thing to keep you going between those long gaming sessions or even studying sessions. A quick and easy meal at your fingertips that tastes amazing. Also, AOC monitors, the things that these players are looking at right now to compete make a huge difference in your gaming experience, and AOC are the go-to in terms of refresh rates, quality, and so much more. AOC continues to raise the standards for design and performance with each of these award-winning monitors. As well as that, what's in front of us, also what is on our heads. Headphones make a huge difference. We need to talk about what's going on our heads. No better place to turn to than Rig headsets with an amazing range of wired and wireless options with performance audio, precise controls, and the comfort you need for those long gaming sessions. Rig have you covered, and I have you covered for these games, and I'm going to be honest, we are heading in straight away. The players are all ready to go, so I'll get you straight over there. This is game number 1. I do apologize. The players, they were too keen to get ready, and they were too keen to get involved and head their way onto the field. So we'll let them play this one out as 30 seconds has gone by in the opening game here. But the Marby Rockets on blue team, and the ATC Irish Warriors will be on the orange team. It is actually a 2v3, I believe, so maybe a player just couldn't quite get on time, but it doesn't matter because the Marby Rockets will take the first goal there. Chip getting one on the board nice and early, and we have a look. So it's actually the Marby Rockets here who are playing with 1 player down, and they're also the team we talked about that is sitting on 4th place right now, so putting themselves in a 2v3 situation to try and secure their 4th place. So we'll be interesting to see as Sal looking for a nice clear. We'll find that out into the midfield. Tom, last one back here, will find themselves in awkward position. Luckily, Sal is there to help clear that one out of the way, and Boomerbot on target here, looking to play into the midfield too. A teammate does find so, but is going to be early challenged by Chip. The train conductor will extend it the other way. Shot on target, might snipe the bottom left corner. It's just off, but Chip is there to put it away to secure that one. And good performance, good start here for the side of Marby Rockets. Just going underway here. It is actually really nice to see that 2-goal lead already coming in, considering they are in a 2v3. I always love to talk about these 2v3 matchups because it is a lot harder than you would think in terms of the rotations are actually very clean in a 2v3, because in a 2v2, mainly you only got 2 priorities when you're trying to play. You've got 1 player that's on the ball, 1 player that's forcing a challenge, trying to stay active on the ball. As Boomerbot putting one away there, catching the defense off guard. And so you got that 1 player who's on ball, trying to force, trying to stay active on the ball. And you got the other player that's just in a support role, making sure they're not staying overcommitting in terms of playing upfield of the ball, making sure they're in a position where they can save the ball if it does go on net, and really just trying to support. So those two rotations are actually very easy to play as, because if you're not doing one, you've got to do the other. Whereas in a 3v3 situation, you've got one player on ball, one player trying to support, one player on defense. It sometimes can get a lot more messier. So with the level that Marby Rockets are at, I really think that we will start to see some clean rotations come through, and it will actually benefit them. It just depends how ATC will be able to force out a playstyle. Obviously, if you're in a 2v3, going for bumps, going for demos, they can be very detrimental to the 2v3 team, because you're putting them in a 3v1 situation if you can pull off those demos. So we'll see how their playstyle seems to come out and how they want to look to attack this 2v3. So far, they are doing well, as Chip does get a nice hit downfield, and an awkward 50 between all the players will send the ball into midfield. Sal not quite able to get to that one. Train Conductor will be there to play that one to the corner. No one in field there. All players in an awkward spot. Chip shines out of everyone to put that one away. Good speed on the aerial. They will find themselves up by 2 here. 2 minutes to go. Really good play here from the Marby Rockets, being able to really communicate well, know when to go, know when to back off. And these little early challenges in midfield, especially from Train Conductor, challenging the ball early, forcing ATC to give up possession of the ball to their second man, which is doing a really good job here so far. See if they can keep it up though. Once ATC figure out the type of game plan that they want to work out in order to beat this, we might see a completely different score, but so far Marby Rockets are able to hold the lead. Sal gets a nice clear downfield. Chip will play it to the corner, looking for that read infield as well. Can't quite get it. Does manage to fake out a defender though. Now Sal left in a 1v1 situation. Good save there by Train Conductor, and now looking to play it downfield. Beats out 2 defenders. Beats out Boomerbot as well, but hits the ball just a little bit too far away, so won't be able to clean that one up. And a good clear downfield. An awkward turn by Train Conductor might put them in an awkward position, but they are able to recover, get a nice touch clear downfield. Ball is high in the goal square. No one up for it, so Train Conductor does have an easy clear down the field. Plays it to the corner, and that's all they've got to do. Marby Rockets are up by 2, so they just have to keep playing to the ball into the corner, keep possession away. Make sure they're trying to starve some of those boost resources, and they will walk away with this first game. 25 seconds to go. Chipper is on the ball now. Gets early challenge by Sal, but not able to hit the ball forward. Gets an awkward read in the corner, so Boomerbot will be there to try and play it down. Good early challenge by Train Conductor, looking for the infield pass. It will just clear net there. Chip just can't quite get there in time, and with the time winding down, that will be Marby Rockets taking the first win there. It is interesting the amount of times that we have seen in the high school league these 2v3s really go in favor of the players with two players. With the team with 2 players, sorry. As I think it's just a lot more easier to understand when you are supposed to go for it, when you're not supposed to go for it. I believe, if I can quickly look it up. So ATC Irish Warriors, they are sitting 8th right now. They've only won 1 match previously. So to get this win on the board will be good for them. I'm just trying to see if they have a way of making finals. I don't believe so. I think ATC, unfortunately, is out of the finals race. Unless they get all 3 wins, and it does go in their favor today. That is, these are, we're getting to the last week. So I believe top 6 has a chance of making finals. Everyone else, I don't think can quite make it. Obviously, things can go in your favor. If they get the correct wins and the other team loses, then they definitely have that opportunity. But we will find out. But we've got to worry about the game that's in front of us right here. Can ATC bring it back? Or will we see another game similar to game 1 in the series? This is a best of 5 series, so first 2 in 3 matches will walk away, and Sal will walk away with that one to start off. Good kickoff goal, being aggressive from the get-go here. The double kickoff goes heavily in favor. Sal, all the time in the world to put that one away, and does just that. 1 goal lead here for ATC. Shot on net yet again. Sal easily play that to the side. Double commit in the goal square though will mean that they can't quite put that one away. Communication will be key here for the side of ATC. But Train Conductor with a nice shot on target. Fundamental there. Putting it in the far left side. Really nice placement. They will tie up this game just like that. 2 goals already. Just 23 seconds into the game. Train Conductor will look to challenge, but will be beat out by Sal. Plays a down chip there for the clear. No one on, but Sal doing a really nice play there, staying active on the play to get that demo. Clear up some space, and Sal does manage to beat out 1 defender. Actually beats out 2, so now Chip is in an awkward position. Needs to make sure they don't give the ball away, and a really nice touch will make them awkward. And Sal will hit to their own corner as Chip looks to center that for Train Conductor, and that is the nice play because Train Conductor deciding not to go for that one. As if you do go for a play like that, backboard pass plays in 2v3 situations can be really hard because you're committing both players for the touch. So it's really good for Train Conductor to realize that and not decide to stay in the play there. Now Sal looking to continue the aggression, but Chip straight back on the defense here. Good shot on target. Train Conductor putting that one away. Just an awkward clear there for the side of ATC. Just couldn't quite get that one all the way across the net. With the power needed, Train Conductor in a perfect position to put that one away. 1 goal lead. Marby Rockets, and they're keeping their playoff dream alive here. Two players going for kickoff yet again, and will lead to an open net for Train Conductor, and that's twice now. 2 players going for kickoff has not worked in the favor. When you go for kickoff, you always want 1 player going for kickoff, 1 player in a support position, usually called the cheater, and 1 player staying back, grabbing boost, making sure they're in that defensive position there. But that's 2 times now that all 3 players from the side of ATC have forced towards the ball. This time a much cleaner kickoff, looking better, and Sal will have an opportunity here. Plays it off the backboard, couldn't quite get the read. Will stay active on the play though in the corner. And Tom just putting that one away. The ball landed right in front of Tom, and they put that one away. Unfortunate double commit there in the corner. Good realization there. And a goal to ATC. Marby Rockets aren't getting it too far ahead here. ATC keeping it close. Still 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time. Train Conductor does have the ball on the wall here. Will look to get a pass past 1. Can't beat out the second defender though, and Sal will be on this one. Tom playing a little bit too close. It doesn't matter though. Sal putting that one away. Awkward defensive rotations there. Just playing a little bit too wide. Not getting there in time. Will let ATC tie up this game number 2 here. As kickoff yet again going heavily in favor. 2 players overcommitting though, so Train will have time on the ball as looks to beat out 2 defenders. Chip might have a shot opportunity, keeps it close. Can they get 1 more touch? Does just that, but Sal with a nice save to play the one to the corner. Huge lofting shot here into the corner, and Chip not able to read that. Luckily, their teammate there to clean that one up, and still in a dangerous position here. All players from ATC seem to be swarming. Last player back does force a good challenge, so will be played over to the side. Train Conductor going for a ceiling shot. Does find that. Did have a flip I believe if Train had have flipped one more time, would have secured that one, but instead the double commit Sal putting that one away. ATC working out how to try and beat this 2v3 situation and doing just that. Barbie Rockets just playing a little bit too upfield. Need to make sure they're not overcommitting for balls that they won't be able to get to or that are too dangerous. As Chip just trying to get a clear and awkward 50. Will center the ball. Luckily, Train is there quick enough, and now Train in a 1v1 situation. No boost to work with. Does get a nice 50. Won't be able to follow it up. All three players committing in their side of the field, but Sal will have time to clear this one out. Does get a hit downfield. Tom there for the shot. Couldn't quite, as they are met by Barbie Rockets in the net. And here we go. Boomerbot staying very far back. It's one thing I have noticed from Boomerbot as well. Boomerbot is staying pretty far back, making sure that they don't let any goals, because you've got the goal lead. You're in a 2v3 situation. It is actually a good idea to keep a player back, making sure that you don't let any goals in, because it's hard enough for Barbie Rockets to try and beat out two defenders or three defenders, let alone trying to beat out two defenders and then having someone that's always back in the position to get those saves. Shot in front of net, no one able to score it. Unfortunately, for the side of Barbie Rockets, for the side of ATC, they had the opportunity, but no one able to get the read on the ball. 40 seconds to go here. Barbie Rockets need to get one on net if they want to put themselves on match point here. Almost a really nice 54 Cell, but it is played to the corner. Now Train Conductor is left. Almost a 2v2 situation. Tom is able to get a good clear to the corner, and Train Conductor now looking for the touch. Does just that, beats out all three defenders. Train Conductor keeping the ball close, getting a lovely flick there. Perfect control to beat out the last defender. And Barbie Rockets find themselves with a tie game, 21 seconds to go. They're not out of the woods yet. Three players yet again committing for kickoff. Chip is able to steal boost as well, which means Sal has nothing to work with. I believe the boost amounts will be very low if Chip can get up to this one. No one will be able to challenge, and just as I said, Chip putting that one away. Perfect play there from the two members of Barbie Rockets. Getting that boost steal was crucial, because once you get the boost steal, once you keep the ball high, if the team has no boost, they're not going to be able to challenge you, and you're going to get a free aerial. Chip demonstrating that, but three players going for kickoff. It works in their favor. Kickoff goal going to Tom, and I believe 2 goals in the last 15 seconds or 20 seconds of the game. Both teams not giving up as they want to secure this victory here. 5-all, 5 seconds to go. Kickoff going heavily in favor. A huge hit downfield. Boomerbot must get to this one. What a save to play the one to the corner. Chip is going to want to keep this one alive. Plays it center field. Boomerbot yet again getting a nice save. Both players overcommitting here. They need to be careful as one wrong hit downfield. Chip staying on, gets the goal. 0 seconds. Barbie Rockets walk away with game number 2. I could not believe that. Barbie Rockets deciding to not force OT, stay very close on the ball, which could have gone horribly in their, not in their favor. Instead, get the clutch shot. Chip, right position, good speed. And I would love to see the communication between Train Conductor and Chip. They seem to be doing a really good job at just knowing when to go, knowing when to stay back. And they are doing extremely well so far. I gotta give credit to that kickoff play. That boost steal off kickoff. Train Conductor noticing that 2 players went for kickoff, stole the boost of the third member, kept the ball up high, knowing now no one should be able to have the boost to challenge this, and Chip putting it away. What a game. 4 goals in the last 30 seconds from these players. And that's one thing about Rocket League. 1 goal leads are never safe, because when that clock hits 0, the game doesn't stop until the ball touches the ground, and they are able to get that 0-second goal. We're spectating going in for game number 3. Barbie Rockets are on series point here, trying to walk away with a clean sweep. So we're just waiting for all players to join. They are sending 2 players at kickoff, but that might be because that if ATC can heavily win kickoff, they're putting themselves in 2v1 situations because they've already beat out a defender. So hard winning kickoff here is actually a really good strategy for ATC. Trying to get a few kickoff goals, but it doesn't work in favor. They just got to make sure from the side of Barbie Rockets that you are staying safe on kickoff. Whoever's not going for the ball is staying in net to try and make sure that you can secure that save. As Sal securing that one there, playing it downfield, beating out one defender. Train Conductor is last alive here. Does get a nice clear over to the side, looking for the follow-up as well. Really good patience, trying to pass infield to Chip, but almost doesn't work in their favor. Luckily, Train Conductor still could get a 50-50 on that ball to play it to the side. Train Conductor here, beating out one defender, looking to beat out the second. Good early challenge by Tom. No opportunity there. Good defense here from Barbie Rockets as Chip does play downfield. Boomerbot with a nice save. Boomerbot doing a very good job at playing that defensive role, making sure that they're getting the saves that they need, but no one's back for this one. Never mind, Boomerbot is yet again. Chip couldn't quite put that one on target. Chip waiting patiently for this one, trying to play it into the center of the field. Couldn't quite. Boomerbot setting it downfield. A missed opportunity there. All 3 players seem to be on the ball. They've got to be careful. Boomerbot staying back here to make sure they don't give any free goals, but Chip is up early for this one. Shot on target just off the corner. Couldn't find the angle to put that one in. Train Conductor beating out one. Good early challenge by Sal here. Chip last player back and does a very good job at that. Able to buy time for Train Conductor to get back. And all 3 players on the ball side here. So Chip will look for the infield pass play, but easily played aside there by Boomerbot. Sal with a touch here into infield. Chip might have a shot on target, but no. Boomerbot just being the defensive powerhouse here, making sure nothing is getting through. Now on the offensive end, looking for the infield pass. Couldn't quite. Sal is there to buy some time for their team to get back. Train Conductor with an infield pass. Good meet there by Sal. Ball we play into the goal square. Chip on it as quick as they can, putting that one away. Good beat out, and all 3 members of ATC caught in the corner. We'll always leave an open midfield there. One goal lead here as Chip tries to beat out one defender. Does just that. Boomerbot hits it high downfield. Train Conductor first one up, looking to put it straight back on target. Couldn't quite get the touch needed or the power. And now we'll look to center it. Does get bumped. Chip is there, but can't quite get there in time. Ball was just a little bit too high to try and force that touch, and Chip with another force in midfield. And these forces are good because they're forcing ATC to give up possession or put themselves in an awkward position. So this constant aggression from the side of Barbie Rockets doing them a favor here. This Train Conductor has the time, has the boost, going to go up for an aerial, but gets bumped back to their own half. So won't be able to continue it. And Tom plays that one high. Train Conductor is up, looking for a touch midfield. Couldn't quite get the read. Boomerbot will get the hit downfield. Met by Sal. Chip does 50 it out in the midfield, but Train Conductor is too far back, but not far back enough, as does get a nice pass over to Chip in the infield. I was going to say crossbar down, but just missed. It doesn't matter. Train Conductor is there for the cleanup. And they will find themselves 2-goal up. We talked about you're never safe if there's a 1-goal deficit in the game, but you want that 2-goal lead. You want that safety goal, knowing that as soon as the clock hits 0, there is no way you can lose from there. So we'll see if they'll be able to hold this 2-goal lead. As Cell trying to make a comeback here, but can't quite. All the 3 players in the corner here. Chip will beat out the defender. And Chip just on point here. We talked about Boomerbot being the defensive powerhouse. Right now, Chip being the offensive powerhouses. Chip with 2 goals here. Chip and Train Conductor working very well to get this win. As Tom puts that one on net, but isn't quite able to follow. All they got to do now is buy time. 30 seconds to go. It looks like Marby Rockets an awkward possible own goal there, but Train Conductor is back to save that one. 15 seconds to go. They just got to wait for that clock to hit 0. 10 seconds. I believe this is game over for ATC. Marby Rockets able to walk away with the win here. 3-goal victory. Clean sweep here for the side of Marby Rockets as they look to keep their finals run alive. They definitely needed that win if they wanted to put themselves in position to secure their finals. Now they have got 2 more games left for the day. We'll see if they'll be able to take those away. And we'll see if we will see them next week in the finals. I don't believe we might have them on stream yet again. Still yet to be determined, but I hope we do, because they've secured the first win. I believe they just need, if they win 1 more of the other 2 matches they'll be playing today, they should guarantee their way into the finals. That being said, next up we have the 2 undefeated teams going head to head. From the same school, might I add. So we'll be right back with that action here on AEL High School League. Welcome back everyone to the AEL High School League, week number 4, and this is a huge game we got ahead of us. We have both teams undefeated to see who will most likely take away the first seed and who will drop down to the second seed. And what's even better is both teams are from the same school. We have St. Mary's Cathedral College going up against St. Mary's Cathedral College, so it will be very interesting to see. The players are in the lobby, and I don't want to make them wait any much longer. Let's get them in, and we'll see who will walk away victorious here. As everyone looking to join. Just waiting for those. We have got the reserve team versing off against the main team here, so it will be very interesting to see how they go. And to see how I go not trying to get both teams confused with each other. As Tazan looking for that infield pass play, won't quite find it. Speedy already on the plane. The speed of the game already picking up here. As there would have to be some form of bragging rights winning this game, right? You would have to think that next time these teams are at school, there will be a few bragging rights thrown around, as Mozzie starting off out the gate, putting one on target. Mozzie definitely one of the players to watch out for here, as they definitely are, or definitely seem to be the striker for this team. I believe Mozzie might almost have the most amount of goals in this tournament. I'm not too sure about specific facts like that, but every time we see Mozzie, they're definitely on the striking end. That being said, Reese trying to play that one into the corner will be met by Moz, who will try and clear it. Does do that, and Link. Reese on the ball, does get early challenge right now. The reserves team with all the pressure. Link a little bit awkward. 2 players are forced out. And Mozzie with a good beat. Not going to be able to get there quick enough though. Madness with a shot on target. Beats out all 3 defenders. Madness will get the first goal here for MCC reserves. Reese heavily wins kickoff here, but it does go in favor. Speedy playing it downfield, back over to Mozzie. Shot on target. Madness easily brushes that one aside. Good early beat. Tie game here so far. Minute down already, and you can already see it feels like there's a lot more than first seeding on the line here, as both teams playing very aggressive, trying to secure this win. Mozzie taking their time, does get an early beat out in the midfield. Now has time to work with, can't quite get the shot. Tazan will play it downfield. Speedy now playing it into the corner, looking for Tazan, but couldn't find the pass needed. Plenty of space here in the defensive end. Good early beat out by Tazan, looking for that infield pass play, couldn't quite find it. And I'm trying to think a while back, I think it might have been last week or the week beforehand, but Tazan and Madness were actually rocking matching cars, I believe. They made their debut on stream with like the perfect matching cars. On it just looked amazing, like a school uniform, as you will. Just when you rock up, or when you go to the same Rocket League game representing your school and you're wearing matching cars, it's almost poetic. But not seeing that here, and not seeing a goal on the board, as both teams able to play a very defensive, not letting anything go past. Madness trying to get a pinch goal with Tazan, couldn't quite make contact. And Reese, I believe, Reese's first time debut on stream. I'm not too sure who they were playing with previously, or if it's just a simple name change. One thing about Rocket League, we do see a few name changes, which can be hard to keep track of the players. But that being said, Reese doing a really good job regardless here, and so is Tazan, going air dribbling all the way into net. Awkward save opportunity for the main team. Tazan just beating out every defender there. No one really expecting it. Reese couldn't quite clear that one to the side. 1 goal lead here for the reserves, who possibly might become the main team. How does that work? How does that work? Do they become the main team? if they take this victory away, or not too sure how that will work. But that being said, they do have the game victory here. Sorry, the goal difference here in this game. See if they can maintain this lead. A minute 30 to go here. Speedy with a nice backboard pass. Madness is there for the center. Good early challenge by Speedy to not give time on the ball, but it doesn't matter. Mozzie still gets the clear anyway. Beating out one defender. Reese is there for the touch. MCC reserves just panic hitting away a bit, but it finally does work as they're able to clear the ball past their halfway line, and now Tazan trying to put a shot on target. Couldn't quite. Madness with an awkward read. Good demo by Tazan. Should free up some time for Speedy, who does get a hard hit, but can follow it up. And that's what I want to see here. I want to see possession game. I don't want to see a constant game of hitting away, and I think that's what really separates those next level teams. And it's one thing we do notice from both these teams is they play possession. There's not too many times that you will see them hit the ball away and lose that possession. They do like to keep it close. They do like to go for a few pass plays, and definitely showing why these two teams are on the top of the leaderboard thus far. Madness does get a hit downfield, and it will just find its way in. Madness putting that one with perfect placement on the net there. 25 seconds to go. 2-goal lead here for SMC Reserve, as they look to walk away with game number 1. Mozzie with a nice kickoff. Reese going early. Madness in a good position to savor that one. Now Tazan just playing it downfield. Speedy up for it first. Reese in an awkward position. Forced to make a touch. Makes the touch towards net. Centers it even, but luckily it does not find its way in the net. Good bump. It's in the front of net. Can anyone get there? Speedy does. I was almost at a loss for words there. Really nice bump play from Speedy, clearing out the goal. The main team not seeing that at all. Not being able to read that play. Really heads up bump there from Speedy, and they do get rewarded with a goal for that effort. And 3-goal lead here, looking quite dominating here in this game at number 1. And the reserves team walk away with the game advantage here in this best of 5 series. 2 more away from taking out first seed here. Might need to let the players know that they are free to join. I do appreciate the waiting, making sure everyone's ready before we can get started. But that being said, I'm ready for this game at number 2. The reserves team look quite dominating there, having a few opportunities and just seem to have all the aggression there. Main team definitely had some few opportunities themselves, but just couldn't quite convert, couldn't quite get those final few touches needed. While this game is playing out, I actually do want to have a look at the lineups to see if I can. I don't know whether the main team is actually playing with a sub today, or they are playing with that main roster. It's 30 seconds down. No one quite able to get on the ball. A few good opportunities coming through here. Ball is in midfield. Reese awkward, so Madness will try and force 50. Beats out 2 defenders looking for the pass. It is high in the goal square. Moz easily able to get a read, but does just pass it down to Zan. Reads that perfectly, putting that one away. They have found themselves with a 1-goal lead already. I can't actually tell whether it was just a name change or it's an actual sub coming through. That being said, still playing very well here, as Speedy looking to get a touch. Madness actually gets a nice read there, and it is going to pass over to Link, who puts that one away. Very unfortunate touch there, just rotating back on ball side. And that is one thing you definitely see a lot in this tournament, is players that make their challenge at the ball as the first player and then turn around on the same side that the ball's on, rotating that side, and we see a lot of errors like that come through. Madness getting an unfortunate read there. Really nice awareness there for Link to go for that one, noticing the awkward touch and punishing for that. One goal aside here as ball is played into the goal square. High. Is there anyone going to be up for it? Reese is actually up first. Speedy back to clear that one to the corner though. Mozzie with an awkward touch. Might have an opportunity there. Missed touch in midfield. Ball just a little bit too high there to get that read. Good infield pass there from Reese. Mozzie does put that one on target. Speedy with an easy clear downfield. No one able to follow it up though. Double commit in midfield. Link actually trying to go for the demo there. Trying to be active on the ball at all times. Mozzie gets a nice read. Will be 50'd out to the side wall. Zan with a nice touch in field. Speedy up for this. Gets a 50. Mozzie with a shot on net. Just trying to keep that pressure. And sometimes it's not always about scoring when you put a shot on net. Obviously, scoring is a huge benefit. But what I mean is just putting a shot on net, whether it's 100 kilometers an hour or it's 20 kilometers an hour, just really forcing out a touch, because majority of the time if you put a good shot on net, it will force out an awkward save that will just dribble into midfield or dribble into a position that you can then follow it up with a really nice shot. And we have seen that a few times actually. That's how the reserve team scored this time. And Speedy getting one on target. Really good demo there from Madness, beating out Mozzie. Open net. Speedy placing it perfectly. But if we talk about the SMCC reserves team's first goal, it was putting a shot on net. Mozzie was forced to make a really awkward save, ended up passing it out into midfield, and then just gave themselves a really easy shot on net, forcing out a few defenders. And that's what we talk about. You can force it. If you can force out a few defenders with any form of touch, you will find that you'll put yourselves in a lot better positions. And it's what we're seeing from the reserves team is whenever you give up possession, you want to make sure you're at least beating out one or two defenders. They are doing it really well so far. As a clear ball in midfield. Madness will play it over to the side wall. A miss or a fake in midfield. Either way, it does land in Madness's favor there. Couldn't quite get a shot on target though, so will be played downfield. And here we go. Here's the aggression. Sorry, from Tazan as the double touch coming through. 2-goal lead. Reserves team looking unbeatable here. The constant turning in midfield and constant aggression from the side of the reserves team. Really coming through here. As kickoff does go in favor. Speedy is actually able to win out that 50 challenge, but Link is close to follow that one up. Going for the demo as well. We've seen Link go for a few demos, just can't quite make the contact needed. If Link can find a few of those demos, definitely might find themselves making that comeback, but not if Speedy's gonna place the ball like that. Speedy hitting us with a left corner shot, and now just placing that perfectly, noticing that Link's coming off the side wall, not gonna be able to get to that position in time. And Speedy being the goal scorer here for the side of the reserves. Regardless, if you were to make a prediction on who's going to win, I would definitely think the SMCC side is going to win. And if you guessed that, then you'll probably be correct here as to Zen. We're going to get a midfield pass there. Couldn't quite manage there to clean it up. Mozzie now needing to go. 30 seconds to go. 3 goals down, 2 misses in net. Will near but secure this victory here for the reserves team. Put them on match point. Giving the main team... Putting the main team, sorry, in a position where they're going to have to make a reverse sweep, which is never likely, especially with how dominating the reserves team is playing thus far in this game. 3-goal victory there in game number 2. MC reserves walking away there. Can they do it? Can they pull off the clean sweep? Or will the main team mount a comeback to put themselves in a reverse, to pull off, sorry, the reverse sweep? Only time will tell as we head into game number 3 here. Mozzie versus Speedy on kickoff. Mozzie does get a nice read. Link up really early for this one. Good beat out in midfield, but Madness is quite there and does beat out the remaining defender to put that one away. The reserves team not slowing down here. As main team pushing up a little bit too far for that kickoff, not getting the wins that were needed. Early kickoff here, almost on target, crossbar down from Link. Couldn't catch a break on that one. Really good play. Mozzie trying to put the shot on target yet again, just too high. Tazan with the demo in midfield. Hopefully will give them a little bit of space here to try and clear the ball. Link putting that pressure straight back on, and we haven't seen this aggression yet from the main team, so maybe coming out with the do or die mental here as they're trying to just go for broke to put this one away. And I actually am really loving this aggression. If they can keep it up, if they can keep trying to suffocate the reserves team onto defense, we would definitely see them walk away with a victory here. But reserves team just really doing a really good job at just shooting on target, making sure they're placing the ball, winning the midfield challenges, as it is just going to touch the ground. Good pinch clear there by the side of the main team, and it works out in favor of Mozzie there, getting a shot on target. The pinch clear, making it very awkward there for the side of the reserves team. Not out of the woods yet, as we are in a tie game, minute 12 down. Good opportunity there from the side of the reserves team, but couldn't quite capitalize on that one. And Tazan will go the other way, does beat out 2 defenders. Luckily Link is back to get the save needed. Tazan getting a nice clear, good communication there, getting a really nice follow-up too, no flipping. Perfectly to catch that one. Speedy shot on target, almost found the correct placing yet again, but this time read by the main team. Shot on target, Mozzie couldn't quite put it there. And Link would be there for the follow-up, shot after shot, forcing out those touches. And eventually, they get on the board. 1 goal lead here, sorry, for the side of the main team. Can they keep this alive? Can they keep this aggression? Or will we see the reserve team answer back? Madness is on the ball here, looking to beat out one defender, gets demoed for their troubles. Good beat out in midfield. Shot opportunity here, good placement from Mozzie. I said at the start of the series, Mozzie was one of the players to watch out for in terms of being a striker for their team. And that is why. Good placement, good speed. Beating out everyone to put that one away. And a 2-goal lead here now for the main team. Trying to push themselves over the line for this reverse sweep. Reese will get a clear, actually gets a ghost touch. Couldn't quite get that one. Now Reese is on the ceiling looking for a pass. Couldn't quite find it. Link is there to follow up. Actually, decides to go for the boost to try and keep them scoreless, but actually puts Mozzie in a weird position here. Now Reese, last player back. Open in the midfield. Tazan up for this one, looking for the double touch. Can get the center. Link's in awkward position. Luckily Reese is back to get the save. Mozzie up early for this one, looking for the touch. Does beat out the defender, but 2 players are back. And Link opting for the boost still, yet again trying to deplete the resources of the reserve team, but can't quite capitalize on it just yet. Shot on target, Link putting that one away. Really nice bump there from Mozzie as well, but Link with the placement. The soft touch to keep the ball close, and that's what we talk about, keeping possession. Little touches like that instead of booming the ball away will ensure that you can be the next one to touch the ball and beat out those defenders. And a whole new main team here as they're taking the 3-goal dominating lead here. Reese getting a nice save, clearing over to the corner. Link trying to get a pinch off the wall, couldn't quite find it. 1.5 minutes to go here in this game, and all they have to do is play a defensive, don't overcommit, and they'll walk away with this game 3 victory here. A shot opportunity to Zan will get beat out by Mozzie. Speedy up for this one, playing into the corner. Madness with an infield, couldn't quite. Now Speedy, the aggression is alive here, and Tazan in the right spot, beating out the 2 members left in net. The constant aggression there from the side of the reserve team does get them over the line. 1 minute to go. They can keep up that offensive pressure. They might find themselves in a position to make that comeback. Kickoff does go heavily in favor. Speedy, he's able to get the touchdown. Tazan with a nice touch off the backboard. Speedy is up for a Can Speedy get the angle? Speedy does get the angle, crossbar down. Really nice challenge from Tazan. And that wheel touch there, if you don't know, if you touch the ball with the wheels in Rocket League with your car, it actually gives you a softer touch. As if Speedy had have hit that with the top part of the car, it might have just boomed out and not even gone in. So a lot of thought process, and you can see the placement, everything just perfectly working there for Speedy. Great shot, but they still need 1 more to try and grab this win. 20 seconds to go. Tazan trying to make the last offensive push here, as it does work heavily in their favor. Ball out into the midfield. No one is there, and Mozzie just going to clear that heavily downfield. Trying to keep possession, but a double commit in net, but it might actually go in. No, Speedy with the save. A double commit means that the main team might have no resources left to spare. Madness can't quite keep that up. And the main team walk away with a Game 3 victory to keep their hopes alive. An amazing turnaround here from the main team, and just really keeping up that pressure, making sure that they're keeping the aggression. They're not reverting back. They're not playing passive. They're trying to just, you know what? This is do or die for us. We've lost 2 games. Let's just come out here, play with confidence. And that is what is pushing them over the line in this game. Will they be able to keep it alive? Or will they finally mount the comeback? We didn't see much from the reserves roster there. We'll get the players in here, get them to join up. 2-1 in favor of the reserves team. And I was wondering, because every time we've seen the main team on this stream, they are playing a lot more aggressive and they're really controlling the pace of the game. And now to see them come out here and just be outpaced by the reserve team, it was weird in terms of play style, but they've finally brought it back. Maybe that was the warm-up that they needed. And now that they're warm up, will we see them take this one away, or can we see the reserve team get back in form that we'd seen the previous games? Tazan going for a bump in midfield. Mozzie now on this one, trying to play it out of defense, and a double commit will put them in awkward position, but Madness actually going as the 3rd player there to put that one away. The double commit actually forcing... Yeah, the double commit actually forcing the main team back into defense as they were worried who was going to hit it. Speedy trying to get back. Link does keep that pressure alive. Reese looking to keep that offensive pressure. Couldn't quite. Tazan with a huge clear downfield. This might find its way back into the net. Reese with a clutch save to keep their hopes alive here. Now, I just want to quickly talk about game number 4s, because I always believe in a reverse sweep situation. Game 4s always go in favor of the team that is currently down. So I think the main team might have a better chance of winning this, because it's not until that final game where the reserves team will really start to be like, okay, now we're in a do or die position. We have to bring this back. Sometimes teams get in a kind of, oh, we've already won this kind of mindset when they're on that match point. So one thing I have noticed, and this is just from pro players, well, there we go. Reese getting on the board here. Tying up the game 2 minutes in. Just beating out the defender. Good infield pass play from the main team, sorry, to put that one away. But it's just something I've noticed in competitive play, and it is a weird topic. And if anyone has any insight on it, I would actually love to see some form of stats, because I just feel that in a mentality state, the team that's on match point just doesn't seem to have the momentum going into game number 4, or if you're in a best of 7, sometimes game number 6. And it usually does go in favor of the team that's trying to make the comeback. But that being said, we are 1-1. And the reserves team aren't slowing down. They're actually playing very aggressive themselves. Both teams just seem to be upping the aggression on each other to try and overcome. Instead of changing up the playstyle, maybe going a little bit more passive, a little bit more aggressive, they're just going for the aggressive play, which is working out to be really good. Gameplay here is a shot opportunity in the front of the goal square. Couldn't quite. Mozzie with an infield pass from Link with authority, putting that one away. Catching Speedy off guard. Speedy in a very good position to save that one, but Mozzie just going way too early for that one, getting the angle needed. Goal lead here for the main team. As Speedy looking for the infield pass, looking to get that goal straight back. Couldn't quite. Link is there for the save. And Tazan will be trying to get back on defense. What a save from Madness, just getting the nip of the car to try and clear that one. Tazan now up, forced to make an awkward save. Madness will just try and clear that out. 2 players up. Mozzie does beat out the defender, and really nice from Reese to realize the play. Didn't force the double commit there. A whole new main team we're seeing really holding up the offensive pressure. And the reserves team just having trouble to clear it past their own half, but they're finally there. Speedy with a shot opportunity on target, and that's not the placement we're used to seeing from Speedy. That being said, they still keep it alive. Backboard pass there from Tazan. Speedy with a miss here, leaves it Madness in a 1v2 situation. Tazan does get back, and an own goal from the reserve team. All 3 players caught on the ball. I don't think I can say how unfortunate that is. I think everyone knows. And Reese just finding the gap, finding the angle. 2-goal lead here for SMC main team. As they're not letting up yet again. Opportunity here as Link is last player back. Does do a very good job to keep their hopes alive. Reese with a shot on target, easily played aside by Madness. And Mozzie is now up for this. Looking to play it downfield. Tazan gets a downfield pass. Mozzie going for a hard backboard read. Almost forces out all 3 players on the ball. Tazan no boost to work with now. Trying to beat out defender. Does just that. Madness can't quite get there in time. Ball is high in the goal square. Not going to be able to get there. 40 seconds to go. 2-goal lead here for the main team. Tazan now playing it downfield. Does get early challenged by Reese. The reserves team doing everything they can to try and get this one last goal to put them in the position to make that comeback, but they just can't get past the defense here of the main team. Speedy up early for this one, playing it infield. No one's there. Both players expressing. Really nice double touch there to clear it over to the corner. Link on early, forcing an awkward save. 10 seconds to go. Looks like that will be game number 4 here for the main team, pulling off the reverse sweep. They are one game away. Will the momentum be enough to carry into game number 5? Or will the reserve team make that comeback? Game number 5. I believe one of the first game 5s that I've actually had the pleasure of casting this season, and it's definitely the one that we thought it would be. The two undefeated teams are not letting up here. They're showing us why they're undefeated. As I'll let the players know. I keep forgetting to let the players know to join the lobby. Game number 5, a complete reset, if you will. Best of 1 here, as Madness does win kickoff. Looking to play off the corner. Tazan actually up for a shot on target. No one back. And reserves team starting out with a banger on net. 5 seconds in. And that is what I thought I'd see. It isn't until the reverse sweep is almost complete to where the team that was up initially really starts to turn the jets back on and realize the severity of this game. Because first seed in every tournament means a lot. A few tournaments that I've at least been a part of, Link actually tying up the game. Great placement there on the midfield shot. Madness just not opting to go for it. Reese with actually a little bit of a fake out. Delays the defense just in time for them to put that one away. And for someone who's been involved in a lot of tournaments in OCE, I can tell you that seeding is everything when you get into the finals. You can either make your finals run a lot easier or a lot harder than it has to be. As the ball just in no man's land in the midfield here, and Tazan trying to get a backboard pass, but no one's going to quite be there. Madness now left in a 1v1 situation. Couldn't quite get the shot on goal needed, but does get a demo. Good hit downfield by Mozzie to try and secure the offensive pressure here. Don't want to let up here, as both teams really look the best when they're playing an aggressive style on offense. I feel like this game is just going to come down to defenses. Mozzie looking for the infield pass play, looking for the dunk as well. Couldn't quite get it, and Tazan will play it downfield. Link following it up nice and early. Speedy up early as well, passing to Mozzie. Mozzie having almost a shot on target. Will go high though. Bit of a double commit there from Madness, and Tazan will give Reese an opportunity here. Infield pass, good. 50 in net by the reserves team. Tazan up on the wall, looking to beat out one defender. Mozzie with a very nice challenge and almost open net. A pinch goal almost found its way in. That isn't the first time they've pulled off a pinch so far in this series, and it almost worked yet again. But one goal aside here, 3 minutes to go in the game. Good early challenge. Madness easily able to get back and brush this one aside. A double commit almost was detrimental there for the side of the main team, but don't quite find it. Shot after shot on target. Main team can't quite find that placement needed to put that one away. Reese with a nice infield pass play. Mozzie is up for it, does 50 out in the midfield. Link there to keep that pressure, make sure that the reserves team can't get that clear downfield, as every time they do, it's just sent straight back onto their own backboard. Tazan with a nice challenge. Speedy might get the opportunity to. Good 50, but it is given straight to Link, who plays it off the backboard. Almost actually does get a demo in net. Mozzie with a hit downfield. Zen clearing that one, looking for the dunk as well. Does quite find it. Reese is able to keep the ball close. Out into the midfield. Speedy up early, playing into the corner. An awkward 50. Luckily, Link is back in net to play that one. Will look to get the follow-up as well. Good 50 there. Putting the pressure straight back onto the reserve team, but Madness clearing up that pressure straight away with the touch. Couldn't quite get a follow. Tazan is on the backboard, actually looking for a demo instead, trying to disrupt the defense. And to be honest, both teams' defense are looking very solid right now. Maybe a demo will be what each team needs, bringing in that physical type of play, but a good clear downfield by Link, who looks to get the follow-up. Reese with a shot on target. Perfect pass there by Link. And the main team will take that 1-goal lead here. Minute 12 to go. SMCC pulling off, trying to pull off the reverse sweep. Haven't quite pulled it off yet. Anything still possible. Speedy looking for a touch. Awkward 50 will drop in front of net, but no one is there to clean it up. And Reese now last one back. Trying to get that midfield pass. Will end up giving away possession. Tazan does get a demo in the midfield. Madness beating out the defender. The 50 game from the main team actually doing really well here, as they're not forcing out any hard beats in the midfield. They're making sure they always get to it. Yet again, Mozzie with a beat. Mozzie just playing really fast right now, and no one from the reserves team are able to outpace the main team. As Speedy, plenty of time to work with. Only 12 boosts though. Will look to follow it up. Going for the fake actually. Link was able to get that save aside. 15 seconds to go. 1 goal here. Can they mount the comeback? Will we have a game 5 OT? Tazan will answer that question, as looking to get off the backboard. Can't quite get the other touch needed. Madness has to force themselves away. Speedy does keep the ball up. 0 seconds as soon as the ball touches the ground. That is game, and SMCC main team pull off the reverse sweep in game number 5 to possibly secure themselves that first seed. And what a game. That is the game that we thought we would expect with both of these teams coming through. Game 5 reverse sweep. And I don't think that is the last time we're going to see a matchup from those two teams, because come finals, we might see that exact same matchup again. That being said, I need to rest my voice after that one. That was an amazing series to watch, but we still have one more series here left on the day. So don't go anywhere yet. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We have up for us here Nepean Christian College White going up against the team that we just saw, SMCC Reserve. But the only difference, SMCC Reserve are actually going to be playing in a 2v3 situation. And if we have a look, there is a possibility they might lose first place. Actually, second place. Sorry, my apologies. I just had a look. They've guaranteed themselves second place regardless. They'll be going in with that second seed. That being said, the Nepean Christian School White actually has, I will say, a chance if my calculations are correct. They're probably not, but they have a slight chance if things do go in their favor. So Nepean actually playing for a possible final spot here. As we get them into the lobby, ready to go. We will have another 2v3 situation as SMCC couldn't field a full roster. So we'll see how they go. The 2v3 did go in favor last series. Can it go in favor for the reserves team in this one? As an easy beat out by Destructor. Shot on target. They're able to play to the side. Pyro up early for this one. Zen will be last back. We will see how this turns out, as last series did go in favor of the team with only 2 players, so we can't count the reserves team out yet, but will they have enough juice to go through? Tazan with a shot on target, might find the angle, good and quiet. The ball will be played over to the corner. Ball is in the midfield. Destructor couldn't quite get to it, and Tazan will play it downfield. Trying to get a beat out, but Pyro, no boost challenge, will send the ball straight back into their corner. Speedy now trying to clear out. An awkward touch might give Tazan possession. Tazan will look to keep it close, trying to beat out, but a good early challenge by Nepean will stop that attack in its tracks. Pyro trying to beat out one defender, looking for that bottom right corner. Tried to get the bump as well, but couldn't quite. Good early save. Now Speedy off the backboard, going for the double touch. Will find it, and Speedy putting that one away. First goal in favor of SMC. Really a good read there to put that one away. Starting out strong here for the side of SMC, but that being said, as the games go on, Nepean Christian will be more used to the 2v3 and kind of realize what kind of strategy they want to take, because there are plenty of strategies. We saw in the first game, the first series of the day, they were playing a very 2v2 with one player always in net kind of play style against the 2v3, whereas I think the demo strategy might be more favorable. So we might see a few demos. We already saw one try and make an appearance, but Tazan with the placement. No one in net saving that one. So I don't think anyone expected the ground pinch. Very nice shot there to put that one into the bottom right corner. If you don't know what a pinch is, so if you pinch the ball with your car and a wall, or your car and another car, it forces exactly what you would think. The ball just to go absolutely flying off the touch. And that's what we saw from Tazan just there, putting that one away. Now Speedy trying to keep the pressure. Good early challenge there by Moi. Can't quite get the touch needed though. Destructor with a shot on target. No one back in net, and Moi finishing that one off to make the comeback here. 2.5 minutes to go. Tazan just unfortunately couldn't get the read. Good aggression there. Tazan now in field. Pyro playing that one down. Destructor with the ball in the corner. Pyro going to be taking this one off the wall. Tazan trying to make that comeback. Might also look for the infield pass here. And it did cross net, but Speedy just couldn't quite get there in time. Opting to play a little bit safer as a demo play coming out, and that's what we like to see. Demo play is already coming out here to try and disrupt the 2v3. But that doesn't matter. Tazan with the speed. Speedy gets that one in. Both players committing for it, but it doesn't matter because it does find its way into the net. And 2-goal lead here for SMC. There is a possibility, I believe, of the SMC reserves team taking back the first seed. Obviously, it'd have to go hugely in favor, as right now, the SMC main team are versing the Marby Rockets. So the Marby Rockets are in a do-or-die situation. If Marby Rockets can beat out the main team, and on top of that, can win with in like probably a clean sweep or a 3-1 situation. If Marby Rockets can pull off that, the reserves team might actually regain the first seed, and also Marby Rockets will be securing themselves that first seed. Sorry, Marby Rockets will be securing themselves a finals position. So a lot actually riding on this final series from multiple teams to see who will join both SMC teams in the finals, pardon me. That being said, we're focusing on this game here now, and what a game it is. 2v3, and they're up by 3 goals. Pyro trying to get a last-ditch effort here on net. Tazan just having to pass it down. Pyro couldn't quite get the read, and Moy will try and center that. Tazan pushing too far at a net. Pyro putting that one on. 2 goals, 52 seconds. A little bit of hope here for Nepean Christian, as definitely 2 goals in 52 seconds doable. Can they pull it off? Kickoff heavily going in favor, and looks like Speedy's going to be able to follow it up. Does get a nice ceiling touch. An awkward touch here for the side of Nepean Christian, but they are able to get that clear. Speedy maintaining the pressure. No one back to save that one. Speedy just what I would call securing the victory here with 3 goals, 40 seconds to go. It still is doable, but it's going to be more and more unlikely for the side of Nepean Christian as long as this series goes on. Sorry, as long as this game goes on. For every second that counts down, it just becomes more and more unlikely, but a good kickoff in favor of Moy. If there can be a nice center here, there might be some opportunity, but Speedy with a nice midfield challenge. Pyro does play that. Is anyone there in the goal square? Not quite, as Tazan up early for this one to try and clear the ball. And Tazan getting a really nice follow-up. Shot in the corner. 15 seconds to go. 3 goals. That will be game number 1 in favor of SMC reserve team. And a very dominating one of that. Trying to get a last-ditch effort, but Tazan couldn't quite get the read, and game 1 to SMC trying to get back into that first seed situation. Will they be able to, though? I think I would like to see some more physical play from Nepean Christian. I think in a 2v3 situation, it is kind of crucial to... You either want to play really hyper-aggressive, or you want to start playing that the physicality play style. And that's definitely something to look at. I think that they can do it. They did go for a few demos, but nothing quite too extravagant. The only problem is, if you're in a 2v3 situation and you start overplaying for demos, that's when it won't work, because you would start putting your teammates out of position. So we'll see if they can find the secret formula here. But not quite yet, as Tazan getting a nice kickoff goal there. 9 seconds in. Great recovery actually there, and good speed to put that one away. Boy, just on the wrong side of that one. 10 seconds in. Tazan will play that one downfield. Pyro with a big hit downfield. Tazan trying to play a little bit slow here, force out the defense, and does a really good job at that. But Moy with a really nice early turn there. Speedy playing it downfield, just really playing into the corner, and that is a huge benefit here for the SMC is the more they can keep the ball in the corner, it will just mean that the ball will stay out of harm's way. And almost a shot coming out there. Couldn't quite convert on that attempt. Minute down, 1-goal lead already here for the side of SMC. Speedy with an early challenge might find its way in the back of the net. It will, no one back. 2-goal lead already here for SMC. And I must say the chemistry between Speedy and Tazan, just really knowing where each other are, knowing when to push up, when to fall back. Either these two have played together for a while or even played twos together before, or they just have really good communication right now. I'm not too sure, but Pyro now on the attack does get a demo, so as long as they can keep that aggression, awkward challenge in midfield, means that Moy can't quite get to that one. Trying to center it again for Destructor. Will be an open net. Actually, double fake works out in favor. A fake there by Destructor forces both players in net to kind of panic to hit that one, and Moy getting rewarded with a goal there. 1-goal lead here still for SMC, but the comeback is on for Nepean. They can get a nice early goal here. It will fall in front of the net though. No one will be able to score that, and they will send the other way. Moy will stay on this one in the corner. Speedy looking for a downfield clear. Really nice to see from Nepean as both players went to go steal the boost, and you really want the boost advantage here, especially in a 2v3 situation. So maybe something that they're going to start improving on here. Tazan up for this one, couldn't quite get the read, but neither could Pyro. And Moy looking to keep this one alive. No touches. The Destructor is there to clear it out. Awkward touch there from Tazan. Will force that out to the midfield. Destructor is up. Can't get the read. And Destructor puts that one away. And that's what we talked about before, just putting the ball in an awkward position. It might not have to necessarily go in the net, but as long as you put the ball in front of goals constantly, put it on target, it forces out those midfield clears from the defense, as we just saw there. And this time Destructor able to get the goal, tie this game up. But Tazan does get a nice 50, sending downfield, picks up full boost to work with as well, but does get demoed for their troubles. And Pyro will get a huge clear downfield. Ball in midfield. Moy can't quite get a read, but Pyro is there to clean it up. And right now we're seeing SMC overcommit for a fair few plays now. Actually, a bump, sorry. I did not see the bump. That is a good heads-up play from Destructor. They're starting to get physical. They're starting to keep up the aggression. And they're working out just what they need to do in order to beat this 2v3. As Tazan putting one on target. Pyro is there to clear it out to the side. Destructor now with a hit. Tazan, last one back, does get a good clear downfield. Speedy actually opting to go for this one as well, playing it off the backboard. Tazan is there with the early read and the confidence in the turns. Puts them over the line. That is a really aggressive play in a 2v3, but Tazan doing it with confidence, and that's all that matters. I always say, if you're going to commit to a play, if you're really going to force up the field, you've got to be confident with it. You've got to overplay it. If you do something and you half commit to it, that's when we see the ball get hit over your head a lot of the time. And Tazan doing a really nice job at that, and just the speed from here. Tazan with a shot on target, couldn't quite find the angle. Crossbar and out. Awkward in the goal square here, but two players are up for it. And Tazan actually not able to see the ball, I believe, or the players there, so very confident, aggressive play. Might find themselves in the way. Pyro can't quite get the read. I believe Pyro just got a bit confused there, thinking Speedy was going to go for it yet again. But Speedy opting to play patient, forcing out the defense. Gives them that goal lead. Minute 12 to go. St. Mary's might find themselves in another clean sweep opportunity as another one booming onto net there. 2-goal lead. Great kickoff play there. Pyro just a little bit awkward to make the read. SMC in almost a clean sweep opportunity here. Will they will they secure it? Or will they find themselves getting reverse sweep yet again? Not quite there yet. They still need to confirm this game. Speedy with a shot on target. That is powerful. But that is also crossbar out yet again. Speedy and Tazan not having the luck when it comes to accuracy. Just off target, Tazan. Really nice early challenge there. And that is the aggression I'm talking about. Instead of Tazan just rotating out, opting to stay on the play, beating out that one defender. And Speedy just having an open shot in the midfield. The confidence right now in St. Mary's to know that they can outpace the defense is what driving them over the line here. As Tazan just looking to keep it into the corner. Speedy already up for it. When a twos rotation is done as well as SMC are doing here, it's almost unbeatable. And Nepean Christian just unable to find the secret formula of what it will take to take St. Mary's down. As a demo coming out, opportunity, but a great save there from Tazan. Will secure them game number 2 here. Shot on target, last opportunity. No, will hit the ground. SMC going into game number 3 on match point. Will they be able to pull off the clean sweep? We will have to find out. Nepean Christian, I believe because of the deficit of going to game. So in my brain, here's what's happening. So Nepean Christian needed a clean sweep in order to get the tiebreaker points they would need to secure them a finals opportunity, or at least give them an opportunity to try and make finals. So because they haven't pulled off a clean sweep, I don't think they will have the tiebreaker points needed to make it through to finals. So I believe that means Nepean Christian are out of finals, unfortunately. But SMC are fighting for a possible seed 1 here if the SMC main team are able to lose their series. But almost shot on target coming out from Tazan. Couldn't quite make contact with it, and Moy will send it the other way. Tarzan, I was about to say Tarzan. Tazan will be able to clear that one aside. Shot opportunity there, but good 50s in front of the net, and just really forcing out the defense. Sorry, forcing out the offense to have to make a challenge before they commit to the plays. Very smart here for the side of SMC. A few demos in mid-net. Speedy, no boost to work with, just trying to get in the way of the play, and does just that. But here we go, Pyro going for the offensive play, looking for a pass midfield. Moy is up for it, puts that one on target. Speedy can't get the read. I believe Speedy, if I can try and find the perspective, Speedy thought Tazan had the touch and just rotated awkwardly into net. Really nice play there from Nepean, and good pass from Pyro as they take the first goal here. SMC opting not to go for kickoff, as they did have the disadvantage, and working in their favor is Speedy with a quick turnaround. Tie up the game straight away. Both players in net just not realizing they had the time that they did to put that one away. 1 minute down. 1-1 here as Moy looking to try and get a center, but Speedy will wait. Actually ends up centering it, and Pyro just couldn't quite put that one on target. Tazan with a shot opportunity here. Won't be able to get the angle needed. Almost a 3-player pinch there, sending it down into the side of SMC, but they are able to get it clear. Moy sending it straight back on. Shot on net. Tazan has to get back in time. Does just that. Also gets a nice follow-up. Good early challenge there by Pyro to try and keep it in their offensive half. And Destructor realizing that they have the time. Nice hit over to Moy, who does hit that one high, but Tazan with the speed. That might be in unless Pyro, never mind, it does find its way off target. Pyro downfield now, looking for the pass. Couldn't quite get the beat on the defender, and Destructor looking for the pass off the center. No one is back. Sorry, no one is mid in order to try and save that one. Tazan left with a nice save. Tazan actually getting a demo, then rotating out. Will leave Speedy with opportunity to go for the ball here. Forces out of 50. Tazan on it yet again. Pass into the midfield. It is high. Tazan up for it. Can't quite get the beat. Moy with a really nice clear over to Pyro. But it will be sent straight back into the corner. Speedy, sorry, going for the double touch. Can't quite find it. Will drop in front of the net. Few opportunities here, but this is where the third player comes in handy, as a lot of these pass plays would be really good, but SMC just not able to commit to the play. Because if they do, they will be forcing an overcommit as ball in the midfield. Moy with a nice hit. Looking for that double touch as well. Playing it off the corner. Tazan with a nice read. Trying to get that backboard clear. Ball in the midfield here. Pyro with a good beat. Moy with a nice follow. Actually ends up getting the fake, and that is what has been the downfall for SMC so far. Just these slight fakes and these slight misses that are causing them to panic and commit, and then not getting the read. Maybe that is the strategy. I said you could play physical. Tazan couldn't quite get the read. Actually had a good opportunity there, but very tough angle. I said you can use the goalie strat. I said, you know, going for physical plays is a way to do it as well. Tazan with a boomer on net to tie that one up in the midfield with absolute power. No one able to save that. And yeah, Nepean Christian giving a whole new meaning, saying, you know what, we can just fake our way to victory. Force out those touches in the defense. Keep that aggression. And just gift themselves with open nets. So really good strategy coming out here. Also a really good midfield pass. Destructor staying on it to try and keep that pressure. As Speedy beating out one. Will look to follow it up. Won't have the boost. Tazan and Speedy both there. Luckily they are able to get back in time. Tazan now up for it. Going for a flip reset. We haven't seen one of these just yet. Tazan couldn't quite complete the flip reset, but does complete the goal. 1 goal lead here for SMC. 1 minute to go. Can they pull off the clean sweep? Will the comeback here for Nepean Christian be available? As an awkward touch down, Destructor is up for it. Pyro just going to hit this one downfield. Destructor opting to go for the demo, which we've seen Destructor go for a few demo plays here, and it has worked in the past. Couldn't quite complete it on that one, and an awkward touch almost didn't go in favor. Luckily that one is just off target for the reserve team, and if they can keep this one alive for 30 more seconds, they will find themselves with the victory here in the 2v3. Moy beating out one defender, one more to beat. Early challenge by Tazan, shot on target. Pyro there to play it aside. Demo will come out in midfield. Speedy with an easy beat. 15 seconds to go. Nepean need to get on the offensive end. They need a long clear downfield. Tazan will opt to go for it, and this is the last opportunity here. Destructor needs a shot. Actually gets a nice 50. Speedy with a clear downfield. All their ball has to do now is touch the ground. No one's going to be able to get to it in time. And SMC take away the final series for us on stream. in the regular season. And now all that we have to look for is the playoffs, the finals that will happen next week. I want to see if I can quickly get this up for everyone so we can have a look at the standings. Bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm not too sure I'll be able to. I'll just let you know. So refreshing the page, I'm looking at the standings. That means that SMC are both secured into the finals. Followed by Magdalene Catholic College. We have seen them on a few streams so far, and they're definitely one of the teams to beat for this one. So we will see them joined in the finals, as well as GSLC. So huge congratulations to those teams. We will see you all. We will see you all next week for the finals. You don't want to miss out. As I said, SMC main team, SMC reserve team, GSLC, and Magdalene Catholic College are all confirmed. I've just been given the word. So congratulations to those schools. And congratulations for everyone else for participating in. It is great. Term 1, I had the pleasure of casting. We had 3 teams, and now we've grown to 10 teams. So it is amazing to see all the new people, all the new faces on stream. I want to thank you very much for having me, and thank you for letting me cast your games. I do appreciate that. And I hope to see you all next term for those ones that didn't make playoffs. And as I said, one thing I do love about the high school league is I have seen some great improvement in teams and individual from watching them on stream for the first week to see how they play on stream in the 4th week. You can see the individual improvement. These teams are grinding for those positions, and it's been a pleasure to watch. That being said, we got to look forward to the finals. That will be next week on Saturday at 2 p.m, I believe. We will see who will take away the ViewSonic 75-inch interactive display. And don't want to miss out. It will be some great games. We already saw a reverse sweep from the SMC, so we might even see that matchup yet again. That being said, if you do want to tune in tomorrow night on stream, we actually have the University Grand Final. The final 2 teams will be battling it out. So if you want to see some more Rocket League action, be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. That being said, do want to give a quick shout out yet again to our sponsors. ViewSonic, they are sponsoring the prize that will go to the winning school, the 75-inch interactive display. Chatime, grab a refreshing beverage. Indomie Australia the Noodles for those quick instant ready meal in between gaming sessions or studying sessions. AOC monitors, some of the best performance monitors in the business, and Rig headsets. Get the upper edge and get the comfort you need in a headset. I've been JR Tins. Thank you very much for watching today, and we'll catch you all next week.